Testing, testing. I think we're good. Alright. Well, let's just introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Twisted Elf. These are the following runners I have over here, or players. So introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am Josh 589. I'm one of the skyscraper runners here. And I guess I'm just trash
I
at
am
Mario Kart,
Groundhog.
but
And I've been playing Skyscraper since early 2020 and have not stopped since.
And I start to speedrun Skyscraper in 2 years, I think.
Alright, so for today's stream, we'll be going over Skyscraper Set Seed. That might be interesting. That'd be weird to say, because Set Seed has never been a thing in this game, ever. It's always been just getting random floor layouts, and how normally what Skyscraper is, if you haven't heard of Skyscraper before, if you haven't played the original Dark Moon game, it's basically like that Skyscraper, but instead of just having one mission type every time, it's different multiple missions each floor after another, and there's only 3 sets of floors you can do, ranging from 5, 10 to 20 floors. So each time you load up a new game every time, so let's say a 5 floor, it's always going to be different each time you play. But in this instance that use Set Seed, we can actually play the same layout over and over again. For some reason, this somehow got undetected by the devs, and fortunately it was also undetected by us for a very long time somehow. But to show off what I mean by this and how simple it is and how to actually do it. So all I'm gonna do is you go to online play, and I'll just pick Gasper's seed there. But you may notice there's 2 players right here. So, the reason why we have this is a safety net for this marathon.
in case if the Wi-Fi goes out for one of them or something.
What we're gonna be doing is essentially joining Gasper's lobby, and what's going on right here is that essentially we're taking the same seed from the host right here, and when we do that, we can leave out the lobby right here and create a lobby ourselves. So we create a 5 floor right here, and I'm gonna start. Oops. Oh, that failed.
Oh, wait, what?
Try that again.
Communication error. Of course.
Alright. Repeat that again. Alright, we're gonna join Gasper's lobby again. And hopefully we don't get a communication error right here. So, now that we copy the seed from Gasper, we can go ahead and create a 5 floor. And when we do start, pay attention to what the floor is. Pay attention to the number of ghosts in the count in the bottom right corner of the screen, because the next time we do another one is going to be the exact same thing that you saw initially the first time right here. So I'm just going to go around the floor and just see what's out there, check this. So you got a layout like this, so we spawn a breaker here, a painted corner.
Oh, there's a hidden room.
It's a hidden room right here. Hidden room.
A little further down.
Pretty neat.
I think it's empty, I think.
We can
Not
just check
necessarily,
over
I mean,
here.
A potential locked door on the left, on top left. There's a potential locked door.
Here.
So I think it's
Users, whatnot. Just check one more room. Locked door, oozers. Alright, so I think that's good enough to show off. We're gonna go ahead and just do the exact same thing that we did earlier.
And you'll notice
just,
also, Rox gave him a power up.
yeah,
Or he spawned
pay
it.
attention to that as well. So I'm just gonna do the exact same thing as I did before. I'm just gonna go in here, gonna hostis to copy the seed, create another fly floor again, and this time it should not be different at all. It actually should be the exact same thing that we saw first time. So yeah, if I check like at the start here, so you saw that I got like a super poltergust power up. The next time I check this, it could either be that or something else different. So if I check right here, I instead get a map. So that essentially is a power-up spot, and we'll explain that a little further down, but you may notice the exact same thing happened. We got a hidden room right here, the locked doors over there, same like layout as before, same ghost types, essentially. So yeah, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be essentially doing a 2-player run of this, and there is going to be a slight change to this first one when we use 2-player, and we'll explain that a bit. But essentially, we're going to be going through the 4 floors, the first 4 floors, to take notes and just do basically a whole run afterwards, and see how that goes. So yeah, I'm gonna start a new one.
Yes, and set seed is way different compared to random seed, because in random seed usually you have to like react on the fly to everything and all that, like take risks, but in this it's so much different. You already know what you're gonna get. It's so much different compared to what we usually do.
Now there
Yeah.
are very few things that are gonna vary a little bit, like where exactly in the room the ghost will spawn, because one time they could spawn in one corner, and the other time they could spawn in the opposite corner, for instance. That can happen.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna do the exact same as before. We basically, all you have to do is join someone's lobby and just take the seed, just join, leave out, create your own lobby. Anytime you want to reset your run, you just join back the hosts, as long as they don't disconnect or anything or lose a seed.
Or the thing goes to sleep.
But yeah, now that we copied the seed for like the 3rd time, we're actually gonna be doing a run with it. So with me, I'll be having Josh join me here.
Now, because there's 2 of us, the layout is actually going to be different because there's now 2 of us. Well, it's going to be... Well, I guess the general structure will be the same, but there will be different there'll be different amounts of ghosts.
Yeah, you'll notice that when you add more players onto this, the first floor will have different ghost counts and just completely different ghost types.
But the general first layout will be the same, but it will deviate beyond that. So floor 2 of solo would look different than floor 2 with the floor 2 we're gonna have.
Yeah, because what's going on essentially is that the game is taking an account to the player count, and it adjusts itself to the point that it to the next floor after this. So you see I spawn in the same room as always, but the difference now is that you see that it's 31 ghosts instead of 28 ghosts. And I check here, I have no power up anymore in this spot. So basically, by having 2 players right here, essentially things change. I'm just having 1.
Now, there's still the treasure room.
Notice that the coin painting is not anymore over here, so like, objects are completely differently placed in this.
Well,
right at the
well,
top.
at least to an extent. I mean, like if say the key location's gonna be the same, but that's only gonna carry for the first floor. The second floor, it would look completely different. It would look at least mostly different. And you got then what you have so on floor 2. You gotta keep that in mind. And one thing also to note is that what type of floor you have though will generally remain the same. So if floor 2 is money, so it'll still be the same for 2-player.
Alright, so this portion of the run that we'll be doing is essentially going to be taking notes and you're writing stuff down, just know what to do. I'm checking this for a power-up spot, which luckily there is one right here. But
Oh,
since
did you
there's
get
a
a
hidden room down there, I think it's more ideally for me to go there since it's like pretty much right out the gate.
Alright, well, there's at least 2 slinkers in this room here. I guess I'll take TV. Or I guess you know what? I guess I'll just come over and lock the door. Real quick for you.
Yeah,
Alright.
that works. So, every time you do a run, the first floor is always going to be a ghost. But the next couple of ones are going to be completely different objectives, or be the same objective like we currently have. So we'll see what we
The first floor
get.
is always restricted to capture the ghosts.
Yeah.
It'll either be ghost every room, which we call standard, or it will be empty, where we have a bunch of empty rooms.
And the places you be catching the ghosts is like in the middle of the layout. Like they're not gonna be in the hallway or like they're not gonna be in like restrooms or balconies. Like you're primarily gonna find them in like bigger rooms in the center of the map.
Right. So, one important thing to keep note of is that when we do runs, we actually don't use RTA timing, we use IGT timing. And so if you notice at the top top left corner, sorry, at the screen, it says 240. So when you're doing runs, the host time is actually used. Because due to like inconsistencies of like
I mean, like several years ago, it used to be RTA, but
want me to do that. No. Forgot to do this. Oh well. We'll roll with it. 240. We'll keep that in mind. The next time we do this again, we're gonna have a much faster time. Essentially.
yeah, and especially considering that we don't have to like guess where everything is.
Get full.
Alright, so this time we're gonna have a switch here.
Alright.
Oh, minis!
Oh, no! It disconnected me. Well.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that's a power
unfortunately,
location though. That's safe.
I have to redo this now.
I know. I'm just gonna look a
Which
little
honestly
bit.
is fine, because I mean, it's just the first floor that
Yeah.
just get there real quick.
I thought your Wi-Fi was fixed, Twisted.
Well, apparently the game has it out me today. Still.
But here's the thing. Nice thing about set seed is you can
know?
try as many times as you want.
Yeah,
as opposed to
that's like
random seed.
yeah, this is the craziest part about this is that you could just still retry this after losing that seed. Like imagine like being on a good pace on a good run and just losing it to just the internet disconnection, just like that. But not having to deal with that with just this entirely vegan thing is actually nice.
Yeah. I mean, there's also one up jail, which I don't like, but...
actually gonna get the lobby open to see if that actually does anything.
Wait, you just... Oh, I see it.
So we're gonna redo that again, and just
Alrighty.
hopefully we don't disconnect.
Yes, remember last time they got 240 on the first floor. Now check out how much faster they're gonna do it. Now that they know the layouts.
Yeah,
and
we got
check out
240 the
close to
first time. We'll see how fast we'll go in this one. Since now we know basically where everything is.
No,
Yeah.
on the second floor we get 185 million.
Yeah, boy, 5 minis. I mean, that saves a power location there, but I mean, I don't know if how worthwhile that is.
I remember the breaker of it was a power up location. Maybe no, this wasn't.
I'll go ahead and actually...
It's different now, so the
No.
first time I was doing it, it was solo, but this time it's 2 quicker, and it's not there anymore.
Yeah, also,
Wait,
so
I'm doing it
what you saw just to get there is 2 power-ups. So the first one he got is what we call the Super Poltergust, and this power-up is like arguably like the second best one. And the reason so is because when you have this power-up, when you tether ghosts, like instead of having to fill up the gauge in order to slam, you can just start slamming immediately. It just automatically fills up the gauge right away. And also, it doubles the damage input, which is super useful. It's so good. And also, other power up he got is the Dark Light Goggles, which basically just lets him see anything that's invisible.
Oh yeah. Cool neat trick with the TV is if you interact with it and you pause and unpause real quickly, you're able to get out of it much quicker, as opposed to not unpausing quickly when going through it. Yeah. So you notice how we got 240 in the previous run? Now we're gonna get like 146 right here.
That's almost a whole minute shorter.
And that is power of Set Seed.
And just imagine this being on the 20th floor.
I'll type 146 here for this. So
Yeah,
they
the
were
safe
checking
was a
that.
power up.
Pharaoh here. So yeah, the next mission you may notice has 185 ghosts. That's actually the minis. So you'll be facing off the mini hammers and the mini cubes.
So if you spawn in a normal room, you always get a quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing as the first floor, except now they're just only facing off against mini ghosts, which is just mini goobs and mini hammers.
Oh yeah.
It has not mini sneakers and mini guns.
Many users sound really annoying.
No.
I would not want to face that. Yeah. Oh yeah. So
But yeah,
just
right
there.
here, we have which, yeah, on the
Yeah, we have a
bottom.
switch right
left.
there.
But I'm not.
Alright, I'm coming over. We can just get it out.
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about
Thank you.
the 2 special mission.
That's one of our special occurrences.
So you
I'm gonna
need
grab it.
1 more ghost mission and 1 more special mission.
You know, it could also just be 2 regular missions too.
Yeah, by having the Hyper Strobel here, you can definitely defeat these like hammers like pretty easily.
Yeah, Yeah, and that's another one of the power-ups in this game. By charging up the strobe bulb with the hyper strobe bulb, it will just flash every ghost in a room, which is very useful.
Or the crows.
For the clothes too.
Whoa, yeah.
It's also really nice for that one mini hammer that you just can't find.
Oh yeah.
What the?
I think the siren is the best
Yeah,
one.
225.
Yeah.
Yes.
End time. Oh yeah.
Alright, so far there's nothing else to write down for that, which is honestly fine, but actually there is.
Also, I guess while
switch.
it loads, I'll quickly say there's another power-up called, like, the trap detector. It's basically an alarm that goes on your head, and it will go off. The siren will go off when
Okay,
you're near
16.
any traps in the game.
Power up.
Okay,
Empty
so we have
room.
empty this time.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get the star.
Yeah, I got money, so I know not to bother with that
Check
trick
the
for next
chest.
time. Because if I get money from there, I'm gonna get money again if I
Power up
open it,
spot,
even when
chest
doing
right here.
more.
Stop.
Okay,
Also,
carpet's
what you
right
see
up.
to the left is a locked door, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and in order to find the key to unlock it, it can be in basically any room. Like, the moment you enter like a room, it'll show on the map whether there's a key in there or not. So it can basically just be in any room. You just have to check everywhere. You never know where it is. But the nice thing about Setseed,
Oh, I think I might
once you
have
know
a
where the
fun
key
room.
is, then you just know automatically where it's going to be, like, right away. That's just the power of Setseed and why it's so good. You just immediately know where the key is for next run.
A lot of hammers here.
Okay. Oh, so Twisted, that balcony over there. On the right, actually, the chest is a power station.
Okay,
Yeah, because you can.
there you go.
There's in room there.
Yeah.
Too late for that now.
The walk-in.
Yeah, of course. The last place to be checked. As per usual.
Here's the thing. Since it's Setseed, it's not a
Yeah.
big deal.
So, me
Because now
noticed
next
that with
run-
routing, like, I spawn right here. I can go to the key and I just grab it and just go to, like, left.
Faster.
Okay, power up spot right there.
Okay, so that could potentially be a star next time, though.
Yeah, I have this, I have that, and that. This one right here. Oops, I did not. Another disconnect. Well, you know what that means.
Well,
We can
okay, so
try
this room
again.
doesn't have any.
We can
Yeah,
try
so I guess
again.
there's I'm just gonna see what's in here. So there's 6 scoops in behind the locked door.
So I didn't even go to the door, so that's.
Wow, Twisted gets free disconnection in 1 second.
So we don't get like third one in a row.
Yeah, it's like you get one floor and the game's like, I'm gonna disconnect you.
Yeah, the next one's gonna disconnect. I mean, it's a good thing that we know
Thankfully,
where everything is. So
Thankfully,
Hopefully,
the
one of
states don't cause you to randomly disconnect on certain floors. Thankfully.
and if one again, I will disconnect with YouTube.
go it again. Third time's a charm. Let's see.
Alrighty, take number 3.
Take number 3. So yeah, the next time we go to that 3rd floor, I can definitely go for the key right away.
Yeah.
Potentially getting a star, one of those 2 chests.
Maybe you can get the glitchy sushi.
Last time, do this.
Where are you? Oh yeah!
This time we got 137, which is better than 146.
Delete. I did it! Yeah!
I mean, you could see a very big gap between like just the first attempt, the second attempt, from like
The more
240 to
you do with
146.
having the same seed, the more just better at it you get. Just honestly, you never thought to see in a normal like skyscraper run.
Yeah, what you seen Twisted walk by right there was the map power up. You see that power up's pretty useful for a random seed run.
Yeah, I was gonna
Because
I
what
was
it
gonna
does-
actually think about mentioning that. It's funny when you say that because usually the map would be the most useful in the run, but now it's actually useless, just like the siren or the alarm.
Beepinator.
Yeah, basically what the map does, it will reveal the entire floor layout, like immediately. It'll also show where any key is, where any locked door is, like basically where anything is. But since in Set Seed, you know where everything is already, it just becomes useless. Which is hilarious. And also there's another power-up that I want to talk about. It's called the Superstar, and this star is indeed super. Like basically, it's like any other star in any game. You pick it up, and then once you pick it up, it'll give you instant invincibility for 30 seconds, so you can just run into any ghost and it'll just defeat them immediately.
Yeah, if I do get one, I actually don't interact with it. I'll actually show off how to like essentially extend its life usage. If I had the opportunity to show off.
It's a little bit complicated to explain, but basically what you need to know is first you pick up the star's Luigi, and there's a way to transfer it from Luigi to Luigi. So you can make the star last like 30 seconds with Luigi and then 30 seconds with Luigi, which is just busted. Just
Yeah.
so
I actually
good.
have a video on my channel showing like how to do it. Like two
That
ways,
can
like
do.
two methods to do. If you're curious. But yeah, now we're going on the third floor, and I'm actually gonna know where the key is exactly. Now that we look through the seed.
It was
This
on your phone.
once.
I think in right.
I'm actually first gonna check this chest right here.
Yeah, you will get to start.
Goggles. Yeah. I don't know where the key is. Right here. Let's see if I can actually get something here. Nope.
There's 6 scoops in there.
Right. Last 2 here.
TV doesn't help me get there any faster, of course.
132.
Also, what you just saw Josh say about the TV, basically what the TV does is when you interact with it, you go through it, and it'll pretty much pop you out on like the opposite side of the floor, basically. Like, as a simple explanation, that's what it pretty much does.
Yeah. You can do that for the Ragos too.
Yeah, very useful.
Right. So hopefully don't disconnect here, but this is gonna be really good for this one because once we know where the toad spots are, we can essentially go straight to them. We don't have to like worry about. So we have a yellow toad here, so that's 1.
Yeah, so to those that don't know, so as you see on the bottom right,
Right
there's 4
over
toads
here.
on the bottom right. And the goal is to find all 4 toads, basically first, and then you gotta bring all 4 toads to the room that they started in. Bring them to that TV.
Let's see if
And
there's
in
a
order to
toad
bring
right
them there, you have to
There
clear the
is.
room that
Okay,
the
that's
toad
actually
is in.
good.
I literally checked like every room that didn't have a toad in it. Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna be doing essentially is I'm gonna bring in this toad and these. So I don't have to actually clear this room. Fun fact. In order to like actually, because what I'm gonna be doing is just transferring them to over here. And we
they'll
can
all
just play
follow
the
me.
yeah. And I can just go ahead and follow Josh right there.
Oh, I was gonna say, if we left there, I could have had all 4 of them follow me.
Yeah, it's alright, but yeah. This good. And actually we'll know when that's gonna happen as well, by the way. That's like the same.
Yeah, so what you saw there is a blackout. It's one of 2 sabotages that can happen, and that's definitely the better one of the sabotages. Like at a random time in the floor, well after about a minute passes, like something can happen, like a blackout can occur, or you could also potentially use poltergust, and that's really bad. because then you have to like it spawns like pretty much under like somewhere in the middle of the
2-1.
layout, and you have to like go pick your Boulder Gust, and it just costs a lot of time.
Edman, Ed time.
Alright,
Yeah.
so
And I guess you're gonna do
next-
Velocity here, right?
yeah, we'll complete this. If we can't complete it just from a disconnect, that's alright, because we can just go ahead and actually do the run right here. Just go for faster time.
Trigger 1 cycle.
We can go for 1 cycle here. But we also should explain, you know, boost stunning time in this as well.
Yes, Colossus is always like the final mission of everything. Like whether you're doing a 5-floor skyscraper, 10 or 24, Colossus is always at the end. This is the final boss of skyscraper every time.
King boost.
King move.
Yeah, so at first you just gotta dodge his attacks. That's always what
But
happens.
on
and
the
also,
third attack right here, we're gonna be doing a damage boost when he does like the second thing right here. So this is the first wave, and we're gonna damage right over here to prepare for the bombs. that are
yeah.
gonna be
So after he
collected.
does 3 attacks, he's gonna shoot out bombs, and they're gonna be launching them into his mouth. And the more bombs they get in, the longer that the boos will be stunned.
Okay.
So yeah, if you see them bursting, that's to stun them again. Doing the bursts makes the boo stun for about just under 6 seconds by doing that. Pretty helpful.
Yeah. Especially when you're doing Velocity 1 cycle for like 4-player and 3-player. We haven't still yet to do 1 cycle for 2-player, but I could definitely see happening in the future.
So yeah, once you do, well, after the first cycle, after this, Colossus will start doing random attacks, and what they have here is like the worst attack of them all. Basically, there's 4 attacks that he can do, and this one attack here is like almost 20 seconds slower than any other attack he can do, so it's just such a time loss.
I mean, it costed a bunch of 3-player 10F runs.
Before I'm gonna do this, since it's only 2 attacks
Costed
this
like
time.
6
And
of
also
them.
this
or
is the
something.
best attack right here. This is the fastest attack of the 4.
Yeah, where
See how
he
fast
licks
that is?
you.
Yeah.
Lick you.
Yeah, I think the lightning is the second fastest,
Yeah.
and Zaro is the third.
Yeah, basically he'll just do 2 random attacks and then shoot up bombs again for the second cycle.
I think the fastest is between 2 jumping up at 1 cycle.
Yeah, there you go. Should have it.
No, I just did that because you could probably defeat it slightly faster if I did that.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yep.
Alright. So,
And maybe that would have shaved off a second. But it's very important that I slammed once before doing that, because if I didn't, the boo would have just been untetherable.
alright. So we got 10:22 first time. But we could definitely get sub 10. If we just do another round.
And
right
note,
here.
we can't just like restart. We actually have to rejoin
Yeah,
the thing.
So
because
we
otherwise
have to
the
we
next
have to
win
quit
cycle-
out, because if we actually restart and continue with the, if we actually try to create another 5-floor, the seat's gonna actually rotate to the next like different layouts. So we have to rejoin the host's lobby to get the exact same seed.
Maybe do it groundhog just to show it will still work.
Yeah, so both of these have the same, so if I join Groundhog, it's going to be the exact same thing right here, since they basically collected the same seed for each other. So yeah, now we're going to actually do an actual attempt to improving this 1022. So,
Alrighty.
Yeah, and this whole time they've been taking notes for every single floor in a document they made.
And spreadsheet, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just so much different compared to Random Seed because you don't take notes at all.
But there's no point in taking notes because you're not gonna use the same layout over again, so there's no point.
Yep.
Really, the
crazy
only
how much
reason for taking
this
notes
is.
is for like general strats, nothing specific to the actual floor layouts. I mean, I guess unless it's some sort of trend, but other than that,
So yeah, we're gonna just optimize this the fastest we can. So we're just gonna go ahead and go through this. Before.
first like triggered the max in again. Alright.
Well, hello.
I'm actually gonna check the safe right here. See if I can start eventually. No. Fortunately, it was a alarm
Whoa, yeah.
siren.
Whoa.
Yeah, just knowing like the layouts ahead of time is just so much better compared to
Last
Red.
time we got
Not
like
knowing-
137. Yeah, we got 135, so we got a 2-second improvement from the previous run right here.
Yeah, so like for example, so for the category they're doing right now, 5-floor 2-player, the current world record for Random Seed is 8 minutes and 36 seconds, and for Set Seed, the world record is 7 minutes and 24 seconds. So just knowing the layouts ahead of time is just overpowered. It's
Random seed
insane.
world, but the random seed world record wasn't good. I think we can do step 7 random seed. World. Sub 8, I mean.
Yeah, I think that's realistic. But beating Set Seed is not realistic at all. Like once it's optimized. Set Seed is too OP.
So you can get picked into playoffs if you have a good layout. If you have always empty floors, star, MSP, and coast, and maybe Bonnie too.
And plus,
Also, I gotta say-
you don't have to worry about like your packing taken is also really helpful because that way you can play around knowing that versus having to like risk taking that risk.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say, what you're seeing Twisted do here is like just multitasking with Luigi and Luigi. It just helps save a lot of time. And this is why I love Skyscraper. Like, I mean,
Star.
'cause
Okay,
everything-
Start now.
Okay.
well, unfortunately we
Nice.
can't, but I guess we can actually like no time.
At least they got it. You
At
can
least
see
we
the
got it.
action.
Yeah. Fortunately, it's not really gonna be like used.
If for say the next floor, that would be really nice. But
Yeah.
like I would literally fight minis the same way with and without just star. That just shows you how the superstar doesn't help you very much against minis.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's nice that there's an addition to Luigi because it just increases the skill ceiling for this game by having him. Just because you can always be more efficient with how you like use both of them when
Okay,
playing the
SB.
game.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
Maybe we'll get a star right here.
No.
That's alright. There you go.
118. I mean, that's
Oh, wow. This feeling is off wicked.
Right,
A
next
new
one's gonna be
record.
Toads.
oh wow, we're gonna get a new world record. Do we have? Oh, should we just go for a 2 cycle?
I mean, we could. I could just get a
Because if
record.
we're gonna get a new record, I mean,
Yeah, let's just try not to burst. It's just like too much.
yeah. And hope not to get jumping, because jumping is such a troll.
And the nice thing about set seed for toads is you just know where they are right away. Like in random seed, it can take a while to find the toads because you have no idea where they are. It just costs a lot of time, but knowing where they are just saves so much time.
I mean, you saw that I literally checked like almost every room that didn't have a toad in it. Earlier, you saw that. I literally checked like every single room that didn't have a toad in it. Which, you know,
Oh, the basket.
I think I can do this. Nope. Use B.
so you want to just like maybe, I think in this case it might just be more. I think in that situation, it might have been better just defeat them and go for maybe.
It's
Nothing
alright.
better.
It's alright. I mean,
Oh, I guess the trap strat.
There is no trash bin. Let's see.
The trap strat, not the trash bin strat.
Oh.
yeah, just in time. But like, definitely finished that a little more quicker. So
I
31.
had,
Now we're on to Colossus.
Or the big blue man.
well, what was the time gone on 5 floor to player set C?
The order it's 7:24.
724.
Yeah, and just wait for the benefits of the compared to like 24. You'll really see its power.
But I think you can do in succeed.
If you're watching Josh there, you might have seen that he tethered the boo before he even landed on the ground. So there's like an oversight by the devs where the frame that the boo spawn, they're also tetherable, even if they're like still kind of falling from the ground. Like you can still tether them. So like the frame they spawn, so that's why you see they're already vacuuming ahead of time before the boos even spawn, because there's a chance like if you happen to be like vacuuming in the spot that the boo's gonna land, you can like just start slamming them immediately, which is pretty helpful.
We got good RNG, by the way.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
jumping,
no
at that
jumping this
time around.
time.
That's good.
No.
That's alright. I mean, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal because like one small bomb just basically adds 1 second of stun time to the boost, so not a big deal at all.
Just gonna do that. There you go.
Yeah,
Alright. So
except
previous
the first
time
small
was
bomb,
our
which adds 2.
previous time was a 10:22. This should be sub 10
Oh, yeah.
right here.
Attention
8:46.
time.
Not bad.
Sub 9, so I mean, you know.
Yeah, sub 9.
Oh yes.
Only
at
after
12
doing
for
like
all
another run,
time.
we got sub 9.
Yeah, now you see just how good the power of set seed is. That's just how good it is.
Yeah.
And if you're wondering how this was discovered, it was basically just found by accident. Yep.
It's all thanks to
Trying to
speed
get
moves.
speed cube count to 1,000.
Yeah, so it all started with so in this game there's like rare ghosts that you can get by doing 10 and 20 floor skyscrapers. Like every 5 floors excluding the 20th floor, you can get rare ghosts. And basically I was getting close to getting 1,000 speed cubes, which is one of the rare ghosts in the game, and we were trying to get my count to 1,000 to see if it capped at 999 or not. And in the process of getting there, we accidentally discovered set seed.
Yeah, they're just cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what happened was that, you know, Groundhog came and joined and tried to see if maybe you can duplicate it. Try to, like, get extra speed goops if we got them. And then, so basically after that, he saw I didn't get speed goops, and I just went, and I think I don't remember if I just played 4-5 just to see it or not. I don't think I did. And then we just...
I think I joined you. Yeah, I joined your lobby to see if we got it. And then since it wasn't, we reset. And then we went, like, we created 2 separate lobbies to increase our odds of getting speed goops. And
Yeah.
we just happened to get the same layout because how the seed system works and all that.
We didn't know it on the first floor. We didn't realize what was going on. It was only the second floor we realized what was going on, because it was like, because Groundhog said like where key was, and then I noticed all of a sudden the key was at the exact same spot for me, and I'm like, what? And
Yeah, we
we're
had the
just
same
like,
exact
that's
ghost.
not right. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
not normal. And so we're just like, and at this point, even if we didn't speak up to 4-5, we would have just played it out because now when we're farming these, we want to specifically get speed groups on floor 5. There is mathematical reasons for that. Basically, because that is like half of the amount of speed cubes you can get throughout a whole 20, almost half of the amount of speed cubes you can get throughout a whole 20 floor. Almost half, not
Yeah.
quite half, but almost. So it's real, so like the slightly increased odds of getting a 410 isn't worth it, since we're just trying to get a large amount of them versus just getting them at all. So that's why we said if it wasn't on floor 5. And basically what happened was, and at this point, because of what was going on, we would have continued even if we didn't get speed cubes on floor 5, just because of the craziness that was going on. And then what was funny is that we actually got speed cubes on floor 5 during this. And
Yep.
we're just like, oh my god. And the problem was that we didn't have a third person hold a seat or something to try to dupe them until Walter came later, but that was like 410. We were at like 410 or something. I think it was just like right before 410. So we didn't, and I was, stalling, realizing what was actually going on, realizing we had skis and realizing what was going on. We're like, oh my god, this is matching. way more than it
Yeah.
should. So we're just like
Yeah, it's a wild
confused.
discovery that's been found on accident. Like with many things that were found this year, has been complete on accident. Like it's
Yep, pretty insane.
yeah, it's been a crazy year for this
Skyscraper-
game's
Yep.
history as a whole. But
Yeah,
especially for
Discovery. This Discovery
Skyscraper.
was so big. New categories had to be made for it because of just how busted it is.
Yeah,
Like you
so
could not use this. Like you could literally use the strap to break every single world record, skyscraper world
Yeah.
record, except including the losses. Using this strat, which is just insane.
So yeah, if you ever just want to run this category like set seed, there's a separate category for random seed, just like the usual way Scripture runs were, just without the set seed stuff included. But we also had to take into account to how we how we actually moderate our rules. So we don't longer start at the start of like the creational lobby. We start right here, because for some reason it actually deletes the seed when you exit out of like the online play. So we always start like at this screen to essentially just to prove whether or not it's a set seed run or a random seed run, just based on just the criteria of like requirement for what kind of run it is. But yeah, I mean, set seed is pretty brand new. It's been over like 3 years old, 3 months old by now, and you could definitely give it a shot. Like if you have like Nintendo Switch Online at the moment, you can give this a try. Like as long as you have somebody like who's like willing to like to be the gardener. This is our phrase of like how like someone's like occupying the the seed, is the host is like the gardener that lets you take the seed and just retry it over and over again.
Yep.
Yeah, that is set seed right there. If you're more interested in just seeing like runs like these, or like, I want to give a shout out to Rodhog, because he's been uploading a lot of skyscraper stuff with set seed, but also like random seed as well.
Yeah.
I know I don't typically like upload as many like SS runs on my channel anymore, but like I think it's still like one of like the more interesting runs outside of like 80% and 100%.
Yeah, it truly tests your skill.
Especially like the one cycles. That's been intrigued me ever since I've been part of it. Yeah. Anyway, shoutouts to Groundhog, Gasper for being commentators and gardeners, and Josh for helping me out with the run. If you're interested in,
Yeah, no problem.
maybe being part of the community, there's a Discord on speedrun.com that you can join. You can ask questions just related to LM3, or just not just like the skyscraper, just like anything else from like skyscraper as well. Yeah. You're always welcome to join. And yeah. Anyways, that will be wrapping up this end of this skyscraper set seed commentary run. Hope you guys enjoy. Tomorrow will be the 80% run. I look forward to seeing you all there. I'll have Prince Porky as the commentator on the side of that run. So stick around. Keep it on that.
Indeed.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Anyways,
Because there is
Yep.
take
two
care.
Have a
streams
goop one.
and
Yeah,
Have a
have a
good one.
good one.
have a
Get it
good
in one goob cycle.